lovelies, this is a video on how I add my miracle knots. I have two ways that I do that. If you want to know how I did my play parts, watch my last video. This is how far I've gone on this unit. This is actually for a client who wanted boho curls a bit chunky. So the first thing is to section out your parts, and if you notice, I'm using the brick layering pattern. Now this is the miracle knots that we'll be using. This is, I believe it is the water curls, and on the other side is the hair when it was washed and before washing. I would never do a unit with human hair without washing the wigs, never. So first things first, you want to part the sectioned out hair into 3 equal parts, like so. Then the next thing would be to start braiding. I like to braid at least 2 times. So count my hand movements. I believe it's 4. So let's say a set of two times. Okay, before I start adding my attachment or braiding hair, because I noticed that when for styles that I want my client to be able to part either side, center, however she wants, I noticed that doing it this way gives the braids a more relaxed look. And by doing it this way, I can easily flip the hair over to any side that I want, or the client can do that as well. But if I start to add my braiding hair on time, it makes the hair to be stiff and to remain on that side. So now I'm adding the miracle knots, and the same way I added the braiding hair is the same way I add the miracle knots. If you noticed in the beginning, this miracle knot has a string, like a twine, and also has a plastic part. So you want to make sure that that part is hiding. So I braid it in the first time, and by the time I'm getting there again, I start to pull out the other leg of the miracle knot. I make sure I pull it in so that that plastic part is hiding, and then I continue to braid. Of course, always make sure that you cover up the 2 textures of human hair properly with the attachment. Then you continue braiding till you get to the end of the string and a bit of the other plastic on the other side. Then you pull out the other leg. This is the common method. If you're not doing crochet, this is the common method. Okay, so that's about it for this method, and I'll be showing you how I did the second one. Now, before I show you how I did the second one, the advantage of this method is that it will give you a fuller look. And mind you, the 2 methods they don't give you the same look. I'm going to show you the other one, but they don't give you the same look. This one gives you a fuller look, but it makes the curls to be concentrated on different parts of the braid. This one also goes for those that have enough of the hair to use. If you have limited quantity of this hair and you want a lighter look, that's you don't want it to be too full, then the next method is for you. This is how this one looks. You see how it is? Concentrated look, fuller look. I'll be showing the second one. For this next style or method, I'm going to cut this miracle knot. Now this works perfectly for when you have little amount of hair, okay, and you want your curls you want to give it that boho look, but you have miracle knots, or you want to give it that boho look, but you don't want to go through the stress of separating your hair and all that comes with using bulk hair. You can use this method. This method is very good. It also helps you to manage your hair. Let's say initially you would need 2 bundles of miracle knots, but this one you can get away with 1.5, because on a braid, instead of having like 6, you can do like 5, okay, because you already split them, and you get almost that full look, just not as full as when you use the miracle knots as itself. So that's the only advantage of this one. The braiding style is pretty much the same. The major difference is that you're going to cut it, and you're able to control how much curls that you put. This plastic here too is also hard to hide, so try your best to hide it, even though sometimes by the time you apply your hot water on the hair, the attachment shrinks and the plastic has a way of peeking out. So try your best, especially if you're doing chunky twists like this. chunky braids. So this is the first method that we did, and this is the second method, and this is a side by side of both looks. Both of them are still pretty. This is the finished look of this hair. This is what the lace looks like. You can see how transparent and beautiful this lace is looking. That's actually the HD lace in front. And this is just me trying it out. I can't do a lot of manipulations with this hair because already it's a client's hair and her head size and mine are not exactly the same. But this is the final look. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay safe. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments in the comment section. Bye.